Consider supporting DanDanTheFireman on Patreon for just $1 a month. More information and link below.
What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. I am going to be installing the VO2 air intake from Vance and Hines onto my bike. I have the mini grenades here, and this is just the stock air intake, and I haven't upgraded this ever. So I really want to do this. I'm just an average guy. I'm gonna be following the directions. I'm gonna edit out all the parts where I'm having to look it up on YouTube or Google it and all that stuff. But I'm gonna be installing this, and hopefully I'm able to help you guys out, and so you guys get a good look at the naked air intake with the grenade cover. I still gotta open everything and then install it on here. All right, so we have the grenade cover right here. We have the naked air intake, and that's what it normally would look like, just sitting there. And then I got the cover, and then I have all the other parts in there. But what I have to do is I have to take this thing off first. So we're gonna just do that. It's pretty simple. This is probably one of the easiest things you could do for a quick upgrade. And then after everything's done, this is still part of a little video series. I'm gonna be doing the auto tune system with the FP3 because now I have a bunch of aftermarket parts, especially with the air intake and the grenades. You just have to do that with the Vance and Hines FP3. All right, so what we're gonna need is a 3/16 Allen key just to get this plate off, and then we're gonna start pulling all the other stuff off. There we go. Okay, now these are gonna be Torx bolts. You're gonna have to get the appropriate size. Let me go find the instructions and figure it out, or just match it with this. So this will be a T27 bolt, screw, head, whatever. I'm not mechanically inclined, so if I can do this, you can do this. Now it says you're not gonna be using any of these parts, and you're gonna be having a whole new set of parts with the VO2 air intake. So you can kind of just set these aside and not worry too much about them. But for me, I always run into a problem where I'm gonna need something. All right, air filter doesn't look too bad. Set that off to the side, I'm not gonna need that again. Got like a dead wasp in there. That's cool. All right, so now we gotta take these two breather bolts off.
Crap, I don't have a deep socket. I need to go to the store and get a deep socket for the bike so I can get these breather bolts out. It's disgusting, but it's not deep enough. You can't get into there. So I'll be back. All right, so I need to get a 8-inch drive, and I need a deep socket. That's the problem I'm having, is I don't have deep sockets. I just have these really small sockets. I need to get this so I can get the breather bolt. I take that back, I need this one.
All right, we are back. I have what I need. I can get to the breather bolts now, and we're gonna take this whole thing off. All right, there we are. That is the opening to that thing. Like I said, I don't know anything about bikes. I'm just trying to make my bike better by doing upgrades. Okay, now we gotta take this whole back plate off and continue on. I think this is step number 4 and 5. Number 6 says we're gonna not need any of these OEM parts after we're done. So let's go ahead and take this off. All right, so the bracket, take that off. Now this is what the parts look like when they come into the box. So you can tell there's a bracket right here. And I'm gonna open all this up. It looks like there's absolutely everything we need to put back on the bike. So let's go ahead and do that and kind of clean up a little bit. Now on the installation right here, it says for number 1, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you a picture of this. It says to have a clear understanding, use the exploded view diagram, which is this right here. And I will once again take a picture of that, and I'll pop that up there. And yeah, so I'm gonna follow this. Basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and do everything this says to do. All right, so what it wants us to do is get the throttle body gasket, line it up, and we're gonna get the mounting bracket and also line that up. So we gotta get those lined up to everything there. Perfect. Now it wants us to get the breather bolts. It wants us to get the breather bolts and little washers. So we have these brand new breather bolts right here. A little bit different than the OEM ones right here. It's a little bit different looking. So definitely gonna have to be using the new ones. But you're gonna have to put the washers on. I'm gonna try to do this all one-handed. So you go ahead and put the little washer on. Put it right there. So I'm gonna just kind of screw it in just a little bit so I can get the other one going. Let's go ahead and hand tighten it until we get to where we need to get. You wanna use blue Loctite? Just imagine I put that on there. So now we need to tighten these down. And it says to tighten the cylinder head breather bolts to 120 to 144 inch-pounds. Be careful not to pinch the breather bolt O-rings, which are back there. The O-rings are over here, so don't pinch those off too hard. Now it wants us to install the breather tubes, the breather hoses, and let's see, not like this, it wants it to be like this. So go ahead and push it on. If you notice, it has the little L or the little hook going down into here. All right, so this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to feed these hoses through the back plate, just like this. Okay, so now that you fed the hose through that back plate, we'll do the next one. Come on. And I'm sure like I'm messing steps up, but we're getting it done. All right. Okay, so the hoses are fed through the back plate, just like that. We're gonna get through the mounting bracket, and here's the back plate right here, the back plate that we're doing. Now we need to get it through here, so we're gonna push it through this part now. Come on. There we go. Do it to the next one. Okay, perfect. So now that we got that settled, we're gonna go ahead and screw everything on. As you can tell, when you get everything fed through, that's what it's gonna look like. Okay, so you fed it through here, the breather bolt, through the back of here, through there. So now this is flush, the back plate and the mounting bracket, and then the hose comes all the way around. That's what you need. Geez, it's taken me forever to do that. Something so simple is made difficult by me. All right, so now we can tighten these down. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and install the naked air filter. Now, the Vance and Hines logo is right here on the bottom. You would think that the Vance and Hines logo would be right here, but the holes don't line up. This is the naked air intake, so this is something you could just run by itself. You don't need a cover. It doesn't line up. It's actually like that. So the Vance and Hines logo, now I don't know if you can rotate this. I don't think you can at all. The Vance and Hines logo, let's see, is right here. It's off to the side. To me, that is a small pet peeve, but I do have a cover, so hopefully the cover is, you know, vertical and upright like this, not off at a weird angle. So Vance and Hines, I don't know if there's a way to fix that. It should be pretty easy to fix when you can just put it like right here next to the bolt. I don't know, we'll see. So now I just gotta do this bolt, this bolt, this bolt, this bolt. That is the naked air filter. It is installed. You don't have to do anything else with that, but we are going to be doing a cover for this. So now this is what you can just normally run, naked air filter, boom, done, everything. Air filter is done. Now I'm gonna do the grenade cover. All right, so you saw me install this bolt right here. Now, if I wanna put a cover on, which will be this right here, I need to take this bolt off. Now, when you buy the cover, it comes with a different bolt. It's more of a flatter bolt inside here. So this is one that was provided with the grenade cover. So all you do just for a cover. This is what's so cool about Vance and Hines, and that's why I like that you can actually have the logo here, so it doesn't have to be all off-center like that. So I'm gonna make sure it's nice and vertical. And like I said, the nice thing about Vance and Hines is that they have different kinds. They have like a skull cap cover. They have a bunch of different covers. So it's really cool that they're able to do that. And so with the naked cover or the naked air intake, you can change out different things. So I'm trying to swap out different hex tools. There we go, because this one looked a little bit smaller and I was right. So to put on a cover on the naked air filter, this is all you have to do. Now, I think to really change the look of this, I think if Vance and Hines start sending out black with their black covers, it'd be a lot better. So I'm gonna actually go to the store at some point, change that out and make it black. So it's all black, not just, you know, a little bit of silver there, but that would match the chrome cover that you would do. All right, guys, so this is the grenade cover for the VO2 naked air cleaner from Vance and Hines. It is matched up with the grenade, the mini grenades exhaust for the Harley Sportster, and I have the fuel pack FP3 on the other side. And now that I have this all hooked up and everything running, I'm gonna do a test run, but that's gonna be later because I need to do the fuel pack, I need to do the auto tune to get everything matched up perfectly so it's running nice and clean. If you are going to get an aftermarket air intake or an aftermarket exhaust, you really do need to get some type of tuner. And if you're going to get a Vance and Hines exhaust or air cleaner, get the Vance and Hines Fuel Pack FP3. It is probably the best thing I've ever bought for my bike just because it has done so much for power. I can feel a huge difference. It makes my bike feel like new. But if you like this kind of stuff, please click that subscribe button. Right next to it is a notification bell button. You'll be notified every single time I post a video. But if you don't want to do that, I also post videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you're gonna find me on each of those days. Wednesdays, I'm gonna do a lot of gear stuff, so I'm gonna be doing a full playlist of this, a full video series of this, where I'm gonna do a review on this. I'm gonna talk about the auto-tune process, and if you wanna see that, please click that subscribe button, and you'll see more of that. With that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you guys later.